All right. Woo. Look. I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running. Get me to the top. I don't need an invitation. I'm about to start a celebration.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes. How are y'all?
Really good.
Good.
Yes,
Very
this
good.
is 3 Cocktails In. We have addicting conversations between friends who have been there, done that, and still want more. It feels like it's been a while.
It kind of has.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yes.
The last few weeks have been crazy busy, and we should probably tell our listeners that when we launched this, the plan was to record quite a few, get them in the can, so to speak, have them ready to go, and we did that, and I think that was really good. I'm guessing you guys agree. Yeah. That was really good for us to get into the mode of it and kind of get everything rolling. And then the holidays happened, and we lost Stacey.
Come back. Please come back.
There we go.
Come back.
And then the holidays came, and we got busy, and every once in a while we couldn't record. And so now here we are. It's Sunday night, and this episode is going to drop this week. I'm going to say I actually like this approach because we're talking about the here and now, right now, right? And I don't have to be worried about talking about something that was actually 3 weeks ago. So,
yes,
I think it's good.
It's true. If we can keep up with it, we will do it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We can do it. We're so good at this now.
I think so. Yeah. Even if we have to record at midnight, what the heck, right? What's everybody drinking?
Gotta do what you gotta do
first.
Okay. I'm gonna be of the moment and tell you I am not drinking tonight because I had a little surgery this past week, and it's probably not really good that I mix with cocktails. So I'm on a water kick.
But you're doing good.
I am doing good. Yeah. Yep.
Kitty, how about you?
I left my drink upstairs.
Well, okay.
This is what happens when we don't plan ahead.
I know, right? So it's up to me. And the only reason I asked is because look what I got for Christmas.
Oh, who gave that to you? Did you do that?
No, my nephew had my name for Christmas, and he got me a wine glass. See, it's like long stem. It's kind of cool.
And it says 3 Cocktails In.
Yes, it has our logo on it.
I love that.
I know. And this down here at the bottom, it says 3 Cocktails In, Addicting Conversations, has our logo. And then the bottom says #1 podcast. Isn't that cool?
That's so
great.
Sweet.
Oh.
I know. I wanted really badly to get you guys some merch with our logo on it.
Yeah.
And but I didn't. So
well, an idea for later.
Yeah.
Another day.
I feel like so many different things, so many different directions that could go in. Whether we're really hitting the 3 cocktails, so it could also be like, if found, please return to. Or I'm with her, sort of thing. So
yeah,
lots of options there.
Yes,
so many options.
That happens to be our topic tonight: fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Fashion over 50. That's what we're going to talk about. Yeah, my first thing I want to pose, is it possible for us to dress too young? Is that possible?
I'm of two minds. My split personality is coming out. The one part of me says, hell no, we can dress however we want. Now, that's just the theoretical answer, because I do believe in all actuality, there are certain things that I might be excited to put on that I put on and go, yeah, that does not look like I'd really prefer it to look.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to say You wear what you want to wear. I do think that.
Yeah.
But then that voice in my head also says, but do you really want to wear that?
Mm-hmm.
But, so I don't know. What do you guys think?
I agree that we should all be able to wear what we want to wear. When I think about your question, Stacey, my initial reaction is that when I look at the trends today, I immediately think about the trends that I see all over Instagram, all over social media, and it tends to be the 20s and 30s, people in their 20s and 30s that are wearing them. And so I do feel influenced by those. I feel influenced by those fashions and the boutiques that those influencers are promoting. And so within that, I try to find what feels right for me. And I try not to say, well, should a woman my age be wearing that? I actually said that to my hairstylist one day when my hair was getting a little long, and I said, a woman my age shouldn't have this long of hair. And then I almost like slapped myself across the face. What do you mean? What do you mean a woman my age? We should be able to wear whatever we want, whenever we want. But I will say that I, I have enough sense of my own body to know when I look at those fashions that are rising, what things will and will not look good on me. And that's where I make the decisions on what fashion I choose for myself and what I don't.
Right. I get that, and I agree, because I do want to look on trend
Mm-hmm.
a bit. But sometimes I look at them, younger people, and I'm like, yes, I would like that. But then I look at some of the stuff and I'm like, yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
Ampere things. I don't need to be in my 50s and looking like I'm pregnant. That's not going to lay well. So knowing your own body, of course.
Yeah.
But I've really made an effort to follow women who would be like that over 50 style,
Yes.
to see what women my age are wearing. Finger bunnies, a lot of finger bunnies up there.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I look at and go, that's too stinking boring. I don't want to wear a Talbot's
Cardigan.
crew cardigan with
Yeah.
a white button down and pearls and khaki pants and little driving mocks. That's not me.
Right. That's
So
exactly it. That's not you. That
no,
style is not you.
no, that style's not me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that to say I don't maybe have those pieces? I might have those pieces. I'm not wearing
Mm-hmm.
them all together,
Yeah.
but whatever. But I have found some women that are loud and proud in their
Mm-hmm.
clothes. And
Yeah.
I look at them and I'm like, damn, I love that. I absolutely love that. And I watch them because I think I've talked about this, or I know we have. I don't know if I've talked about it here, because it's the same thing I feel like in design, home design. I'm not good at mixing patterns and textures
Mm-hmm.
based around like one theme, whether it's like color. But I see some of these women and they've got one print skirt on, and they've got my favorite is a graphic tee. I love a graphic tee. If I could be buried in a graphic tee, I got no problems with that. But then they're wearing a graphic tee, and then their jacket is another print than the skirt, and there's only like two colors that kind of run through it all, and then they've got some blingy thing on and something else, and I'm like, I need Garanimal tags. I don't know how to put all that together. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm looking at them going, I can't wear all that together. I love it. So I just got to go for this one piece.
Yes.
And I don't know that my wardrobe is as versatile as I would like it to be, because
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of funky, cool one pieces that I
Mm-hmm.
can only wear with black pants, white jeans, or, certain pair of jeans. So I'm wanting to find more people, more women, somewhere in that 40 over 40, maybe 50, old or something. I'd like to find some more influencers that are perhaps teaching a little bit, talking
Mhm.
about how these work together. I don't know. Do you guys have anybody? Listeners, do you have anybody that you follow that you could drop in the comments to help me out? I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from people who are tuning in on this, because I don't feel that I've found great ones either. Most of who I follow on Instagram, they're in the younger age range. So haven't found him yet.
Stacey, to your question, can we dress too young? I think that my fear is not dressing too young. My fear is I don't want to dress too old.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know what people envision, again, back to that expectation.
Yeah.
You know, what we saw of women in their 50s and 60s and 70s.
Hmm.
And maybe that's because for the three of us, we did not grow up in a metropolitan area.
Hmm.
Kitty, you were in the biggest home. You were in the biggest city. You were the big city girl in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
That's right.
You know, I
Yep.
was in rural Minnesota. Stacey was in rural Iowa.
Hmm.
Not a lot of fashion idols,
Right.
icons to be looking at. And maybe
Right.
people who live in cities saw different women and how they styled and carried themselves. It's not to say there weren't women who were really well put together, but
Hmm.
they all kind of dressed of a certain age. Nobody had the long hair. Nobody had the long
No.
hair. You
Hmm.
know, those things that we've talked about. So I, once again, I'm finding myself looking to other people to.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is normal.
Yeah.
Normal.
You can you
There's a
can
whole bunch of people out there who do not care. They wear what they want to wear, and they don't look to anybody
Yes,
else.
it's true.
right. I think
Hmm.
that's important. Everybody wants to be comfortable. Usually, that's usually the first thing. The other thing I think is confidence. I think you can, if you're confident in what you're wearing and you like it, then go for it. It doesn't
Hmm.
have to be, the latest, you know, on trend outfits. But to your question too, you can find them online to follow. I follow some that, put together, you know, different outfits. So when I was researching this, I found a lady, I'm gonna say she was probably in her 70s, and her thing was you know, your clothing should get louder. I'm doing bunny ears too. Louder every decade. So every decade you just, I don't know. I'd turn that into maybe crazier outfits, play with color. She had on a really interesting outfit with, you know, lots of flowery print skirt and more of a plain top and a lot of jewelry.
Hmm.
And she looked really good, that's for sure. So
Yeah.
maybe that's it. You just, whatever you like, put it together and wear it.
I
Yeah.
I really like that, and I think the reason that I like it, and I'm guessing the reason, so Amy smiled immediately when you said that. Isn't that we've talked a lot about the reason that we wanted to do this is we've got something to say here. We're really wanting people in our age group, women especially, to know that at this time in our lives that we need to be living boldly, that we need
Yep.
to be living every single day. And so the philosophy of be louder or bolder each decade, I think you can do that when you're confident. And I mean, I've noticed that, with us, with our broad squad, with the women that we have grown up together with, we have become more confident and more bold each decade that we have lived. So it makes sense that our fashion does the same thing. And it's amazing how, if you put something on and you look in the mirror and you're like, can I pull this off? If you stand up tall and proud and walk out the door into the world that day, I bet you can pull it off.
Yeah.
with confidence.
You got to own it.
Yes.
You got to own it. You can't go out and being wishy-washy. And Minnesota tendency is always to play down, to humble down, the running joke is always, oh, I love your jacket. Oh, I got it at Target on sale. No, you don't have to tell people where you got it.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell them how much it is. You don't have to tell us how old it is. Being able to accept that compliment. Thanks. I love it too. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I love a good print. I have a lot of flowered, like I said, I have a lot of pieces that they only go with a couple things. And I was a couple jobs ago, I was picking out clothes for a photo shoot where I had to be with other people. And these were going to be used for like 3 months. And I loved this shirt. And it was 1970s pink, orange, green, gold, and it was flowers, and it had a little mandarin kind of collar on it, and I just love that. And the women looked at it, they're like, okay, that's really pretty and it looks great on you, but everyone's going to notice every time you wear it because it's so obvious. And I got their point. I understood why they were saying that, because, if you use it on your Instagram or something like that, and you're promoting a business, whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but I bet you stop and you look at it every time I wear it.
Right.
Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
And so before we even started tonight, I asked you guys, I'm like, hey, have I worn this before? And we all went, I don't know. I guess I haven't been checking if I've worn the same outfit before. I have a few pieces that I love to wear, and I wear a lot because I like the way they look. I like how comfortable they are. Do you guys worry about that? Do you worry about, I'm showing up in the same piece again? Do we care?
I do think about how frequently I wear something. I do. Like to work, I do. Not here necessarily. I don't think I've repeated anything. But I tend to wear a lot of the same colors. So I've probably worn a pink top before, but like at work, and I've noticed over the holidays, one of the things that I really wanted to do was pare down my closet because I have way too many clothes. And realistically, if I looked at my entire closet, I probably only wear about 15 things. And there's probably over 100 things in there. Why? Because I'm always going to gravitate toward those things that I really feel comfortable and I feel good in. So if I were to pare that down, what I think about is not, did I wear this last time we recorded, or did I just wear this? But I do think about how far out do I space these things? And you know what? Nobody at work would notice.
No.
I work with a bunch of guys, right? No, they don't notice.
Yeah.
Stacey's got the answer to the work wardrobe.
That's true.
Yes. My work wardrobe is pretty boring because we wear not a uniform, but I lost it.
Branded.
Branded. It has our logo. All our shirts have our logo on it that we wear to work. So we wear a, poet shirt every day. So it's easy, very easy to pick. I just pick out a shirt and wear it. There's no, decision on what I'm wearing.
Well, and think about traditional men in suits.
Yeah.
I mean, now younger men, maybe older men, I don't know. I have a couple of really sharp dressers that sell for the same company I do. And they're in their late 20s, maybe early 30s. And I love to see what they're wearing. One of them wears plaid pants and a cable neck sweater, which the big manager, isn't real keen on that. But he looks so sharp and so good, so professional. And then the other guy's always got on a colored dress shirt and a tie and a printed blaze. I mean, they just look so sharp that I love it. But traditionally, men were wearing a gray suit, a navy suit, a gray suit, a navy suit, a charcoal suit, a black suit, white shirt, blue shirt, tie. So, If we want to wear the same thing, why the hell not? I find that I buy the same shirt in multiple colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
White House Black
Done
Market
that.
has a great silky shirt that's got a really nice V on it. And it's got a little ruching at the shoulder. And they do it in long sleeve and they do it in short sleeve. And
Mm-hmm.
that thing is the right weight to put a jacket over, or a jean jacket in the summer, or to wear it. And they've got pretty jewel colors. And then they've got their black, their white, vanilla. So I do find myself doing that. If I can find something that I like the way it looks and the way it feels, I will pick it up in multiple colors.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the stores that you guys shop in? So I agree, White House Black Market, I think that is probably number one for me. Love that store. I feel like they've always got really great new pieces, and you can always find something in the back of the store on the sale rack.
Sale rack.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's definitely a go-to for me. Where else do you guys shop?
I have a little boutique down here in Minneapolis called Statement. If anybody's down here, I love them. She's got some really unique pieces. There are pieces that they're really nice. They're nice quality pieces, but I can safely assume nobody else is showing up in the same thing that I am.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are much younger, much more youthful or exuberant, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's where I got that really cool blouse I was talking about. I got that
Yeah.
there. I've gotten a number of different pieces there, and I love her jewelry. So I do like to look at little boutiques that maybe have, it doesn't always have to be an expensive boutique.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually prefer it not be an expensive boutique.
Mm-hmm.
But we had talked before about Evereve and how we used to go to Evereve all the time. Well, now I still like their products. I still like their graphic tees. They have
Mm-hmm.
great jeans. I am really partial to Cut by the Cloth as a jean company. I like those
Yeah.
jeans. I like the way they fit, and they're very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of kind of what the material is, I know that I am an X size, so I can order it, if I have to. But there are so many of those stores now that what I used to feel was a more original piece, I now feel like it's not that unusual. So it's
Yeah.
become more of a staple instead
Mm-hmm.
of a
Mm-hmm.
fun piece. I'm wearing Target
Mm-hmm.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. It's
I
really
love
cute.
it. They have it in multiple colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Target for me is hit or miss. I buy from Target. Sometimes it just is strange looking to me. I tell you where I don't go, and that's Kohl's. I can
don't either.
never
And I know,
find
Kitty, you love Kohl's.
Mm-hmm.
well, it's because she's teeny. You go to the women's section, and it's old lady. Old
Yeah.
lady, not fashionable, very, sweatshirt with stuff on it, embroidery on it. I swear, it's just not good. So yeah, I skipped that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you like to go, Kitty? I know
I
you
like
online
I like
one.
the boutiques as well. I rarely go shopping. So I find myself doing a lot of online shopping. So it's a trial and error in the beginning when I see, a little boutique that I think, oh, that looks interesting. And then I'll order something to see if the quality is good. And then that'll determine if I order again. So there's one boutique that opened in Nashville by a couple of Instagram influencers that I absolutely adore. It's called The Post. And I love what they put out. And so even though these women are their mid to late 30s, I want to say they're maybe 35 and 38. What they are putting together, I think, is going to work for mid 20s on, well, I don't want to cap it at anything. I'm 56 and I am grabbing something from there probably a couple times a month. This is from there. Actually, Kenzie gave me this for Christmas. And it's just, they're really nice, comfortable, casual attire. So I like, and I can be casual at work. So, unless I'm seeing a client, and even when I'm seeing a client, we can, I call it smart casual. And so I like the comfort of today's fashions. But I know that I do still feel like I am usually dressed up more than pretty much everybody around me.
I think it's always safer to do that.
I do
Me
too.
too.
Totally.
I'd rather seem like I'm overdressed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not talking wearing a ball gown,
Right.
but throw on that extra piece of jewelry, take a
Yeah.
little bit more time. And
Mhm.
it in my office, I can't wear denim. No denim of any kind. Not a denim shirt. Not really nice, expensive trouser denim pants. I can't wear,
Mm.
which is such a bummer because they've
Mm.
come so far, in especially in women's denim, and the trousers that are just they're just so nice, and you put
Yeah.
that on with a nice heel, and you've got a blazer on,
Mm-hmm.
and jewelry and accessories. I know for a fact I look 1000% more professional than some of the men that also work at the same company who are wearing what they are allowed, which is a pair of khaki pants and a branded polo shirt.
Yeah.
That outfit's okay, but mine isn't because mine's denim. And I
Yeah.
just want to say, could we stand next to each other and just poll people on the street and ask which is the professional here?
Yeah. I feel like that's maybe due for some updating in the company handbook.
I know. I've kind of asked about that.
Mhm.
What the hell? Might as I'm old. I don't care. I'm going to ask it. And the answer that I've gotten has been, well, not everybody knows what nice denim is,
Well, that's true.
and so it's easier to say no denim
Yeah.
because then they don't have to say, well, your denim's okay and yours is not.
Yeah. See, somebody always ruins it for everybody,
There's always
basically.
one.
There is.
I want to know who ruined it for me. I got some nice denim pants that I hardly ever get to wear now.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that I wear jeans most days, but I always have heels on. Always. So that dresses it up. And then you're right, put on some great jewelry and you're you're all set.
You look snappy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Totally
let's
set.
let's
tip.
talk footwear because we have differing opinions on footwear.
We do.
Stace, you want to go? You want to start us off?
No, you set it up and then I'll say why I don't agree.
Kitty, you're kind of middle of the road, I think, on this.
I don't recall what
Okay.
what is our big disagreement. Do tell.
Well, I have decided that footwear is the one thing I am willing to pay a lot of money for. And
Mhm.
I will buy expensive shoes and expensive boots. And I'll wear them for multiple. I mean, they're classics, but I'll spend a couple $100 on a pair of shoes. And I took two pair of boots and I went and got them reheeled, got little heels on them. And to me, I stand on my feet. That is the basis for comfort.
Mhm.
Good footwear and none of that damn Spanx. We'll get into that maybe or maybe not. Can't stand Spanx, but foundation garments are necessary. But I will spend more money on shoes and footwear. It's just not crappy shoes hurt.
Oh,
I don't want to I
I
don't want to throw them away
agree.
all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't like cheap crappy shoes either.
I'm the opposite. I
You like
don't
cheap
buy
crappy shoes?
well, I don't buy cheap crappy shoes, but I limited about, $50 maybe. And here's why. Because I will get sick of them. I'll get sick of a pair of shoes and then not want to wear it again. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I don't have some, more expensive shoes and they sit in my closet and I wear them once a year, that kind of thing. But I'll get tired of a pair of shoes. So I'm not going to want to wear it more than a season, let's say. So then, therefore, I don't want to spend a lot of money on it, you know.
You turn your shoes over every season?
Shoes I wear to work, I definitely do. Boots, maybe 2 winters. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't
Okay.
be more. It wouldn't be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 3 pair of boots I've been wearing for 10 years. 10 years. And my daughters, they have all commented, because at one point they were all in the house and we all wore the same size. And then it was like, oh shit, you girls can't wear those. You can wear these. You can't wear mine. But they also now don't like to wear inexpensive shoes because they don't feel as good. And I don't know what it is. I don't know whether I've just purged a lot of my shoes, and now the ones I have, I don't have as many, but they are more expensive and they're more comfortable, and I'm more apt to wear them more often, because I do have a couple pair of shoes that I wear once a year, and those are the ones that I look at and go, what am I saving these for? Why can't I just wear them if I want to wear them to work? They'd go great with a black dress or whatever. So just like my love affair with a good cocktail glass, I kind of feel that way about shoes. What are we saving them for? To wear them.
Heck yeah. Shoes say a lot about a person. I think it's one of those, you can put together the most wonderful outfit, and if you look at somebody's shoes and they look like they're 10 years old and worn and haven't been polished or whatever it is, it destroys the entire outfit. And I think especially for men, the shoes can make or break an entire look.
Yeah.
Especially for a well-dressed man. Yeah. Well, for my shoe collection has changed over time. I'm going to put myself between the $50 and maybe $100. If I'm going to buy shoes, I'm probably going to be in that range. I've found brands that I know I really like. I know I can count on Nine West always, and I will only buy leather. And I just feel like they're really, really good shoes. I know what fits me. They're comfortable. And I'm wearing heels every day. And I'm just a heel everyday person because I'm vertically challenged. So
even with your heels, you don't catch up to us.
It's true. You guys, that picture from Trenton's wedding, I have in my kitchen. Okay, so Stacey's son got married. How many years ago did Trenton get married?
6.5.
6 years ago. Okay, fabulous wedding. All the Broad Squad was there. We had this wonderful picture taken of all of us. I have it in my kitchen, and I look at it every day. And so here's all of you. And then here's me. I am.
The other 5 of us, 4 of us are at least 5'9".
Yep.
And then Kitty, Shorty, and then if Trish is there, Trish is not particularly tall either. So if Trish is there, you're not so alone.
Yes.
She's in Texas, so she's not often in a lot of those photos. But you and Kitty is super funny. She's like, wait, I can't be on the end. No, wait, I don't know that I should be in the middle. Where should I be? Where do I not look obvious?
Well, what I needed. Stool? Yeah, exactly. I needed a stool. I should start just bringing a stool with me whenever I go anywhere with you guys. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wear heels all the time. And then when I'm not wearing heels, I feel frumpy. I feel short and frumpy. So that's just the way it is. But
you were talking about brands. I will tell you a brand that I love that is not as expensive as, some of those other. So is Mark Fisher.
Oh yeah.
I love Mark Fisher shoes. They're super comfortable and they're not all high. I mean, they've got a range. I have a couple pair of little booty sort of things, and I can wear those all day. They're probably in that 75 to 125 range.
Mhm.
But though,
Yeah.
again, I know I've bought enough pair of them. I know what fits me, and I know
Yeah.
I can order them and that
Mhm.
they're good.
Yep.
So as we're talking about this, I just had this conversation with Georgia, and I'm betting that you've heard it, Stacey. I'm sure you guys have too. This idea of fast fashion
Yeah.
and how the younger people who are so much smarter in so many ways that are have to do with carbon footprints and ecologically speaking, fast fashion is a big no-no.
Mhm.
Um, and I that's really hard when you're trying to think about trends.
Yeah.
How much are you willing to spend? Is that a concern for you? What do you do when you're
Mhm.
done wearing it? Where do you take these things?
Mhm.
How do we counteract that? What
Yeah. Ugh. There's so much about that topic that I honestly I'm just not educated enough to be able to speak too much to it. When I am purging my closet, and like right now I've got 3 bags to take, I will take them to the local cap agency. There's a couple of organizations here locally that I'll take them to. I prefer doing that than taking them to Goodwill. So, and I try not to buy things that I'm just going to wear once. That to me is fast fashion. So there's some pieces that if I do go to Kohl's and I pick up something, I'm probably going to wear it for a few seasons before I get rid of it, versus something that I'm literally only going to wear once. That's truly what I feel is fast fashion. You're going to wear it once and it's going to fall apart. It's going to pill, or you've just bought it because I need a cute little sweater with a big red heart in the middle of it for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to go to that cheap store at the mall, and that's what I'm going to get. That's fast fashion to me, and I just don't subscribe.
Yeah. I don't like the one and done scenario.
Yeah.
Like when we talked about
Yeah.
ugly sweaters at Christmas, that's
Mhm.
like you've got to go to a Goodwill. You don't go out and buy one. Please don't manufacture any
Right.
more ugly sweaters. There are
Yeah.
plenty out
Yeah.
there because our
Mhm.
parents wore them and they were acrylic and indestructible. So
Mhm.
we could find
Yeah.
them without having to buy them.
Um, what was the Cosby Show? What was the dad on the Cosby Show? Dr.
Mr. Huck.
Huxtable. Uh,
Yes. No, his wife was the doctor. No,
no,
she
she
was the
was a
What did
lawyer.
he
lawyer.
do?
She was the
Yeah,
lawyer. You're right. I'm
yeah,
wrong.
Yeah, I
But
think
yep.
he was a doctor.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, remember those sweaters that he would wear? Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
They kind of all did. I think they all wore
That was
different.
that was really in during that time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's talk about that. The old saying, if you wore it the first time, you shouldn't wear it the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
Oh,
subscribe to
it's a
that?
trend. Mhm.
Like I do laugh about those freaking low waist jeans. Somebody wants to bring them back. Can we just slap those people right now? I don't really advocate for that, but no, we got rid of those for a reason. Nobody needs to be wearing
No.
low waist jeans.
Nope.
Well, same with bell bottoms.
Acid wash.
Acid wash would be a tough one for me. I didn't really like it the first time, so I don't think I'd wear it the second time.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Mm.
What else is I do see, you can't help it. Fashion comes back every 20
Yeah,
years, 25 years, you see it again, and usually it's in a slightly better way.
yeah.
I
But
will admit I wore stirrup pants twice. I will not be wearing them a third time.
okay, we've heard it here, folks. Stacey will not be wearing stirrup pants.
No.
I never wore stirrup pants. I couldn't get them. They were always too short.
Hmm.
That stirrup under the heel
Yeah. Yeah.
was not sitting where it needed to. Low riders.
I think that was when was that in the 90s? Probably
Yeah.
90s. And then
Yeah.
probably 70s before that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did
Yeah.
enjoy those.
I don't imagine they're coming back.
Mhm.
Oh, who would have thought they would have come back a second time?
I know.
What about Skorts? Remember Skorts?
I like a skort.
Mm-hmm.
How about culottes?
That just depends
There's
on
a
how
word you
long
haven't
they are.
heard in forever.
Yeah. Culottes. Dang.
Well, the whole idea of cropped pants.
Oh.
When okay, this is I don't know, maybe I shouldn't bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up. But when Kitty and I were college roommates, we wore the same size.
Mhm.
I was very, very much skinnier than I am now. But Kitty is at least 5 inches shorter than me. So no one would know that they were the same pair of jeans because they were totally cropped on me and they were regular length on Kitty.
Oh.
But we all wore super big, oversized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I wish that I had my college body back and could wear modern day fashions, because when we were in college, we all wore things that looked like we pulled them out of our dad's
Yeah.
duffel bag.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid somebody see we had a waist and a figure.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
now
know.
that I don't have a waist or a figure, damn it.
Yeah. So, and that oversized fit is totally in right now.
Mhm.
Again, right?
I
That's
know.
that's what you're saying. So, yeah, I've been on this sweatshirt kick lately. I'm buying lots of big oversized sweatshirts, and I don't wear them to work. So, uh, I'd have to change my clothes 3 times a day on the weekend to get to wear all of these fabulous oversized sweatshirts that I have. But I really like it. It's super comfortable, and I wear them with leggings.
Oh, leggings is pants. Leggings are not pants.
But they come down over my butt.
I know.
So,
The sweater.
Hey, when you were talking about influencers,
mhm.
there's nothing that makes me laugh harder than some influencer that I just scroll through and they're showing me how to wear a pair of black leggings with a powder blue sweatshirt and tennis shoes. I'm like, oh my God, how original. Who would have thought to ever combine those things? And you're going to wear a baseball hat? Oh,
Mm.
What?
I know. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Yeah. So those things do
Yeah.
make me laugh. I'm like, yeah.
Well, and don't forget to complete the outfit with the big Stanley.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
And the boob bag.
And the
And
boob
the-
bag.
The boob
Yes.
bag. That's
There.
what Stacey and I coined it. It's that little, it's a fanny pack.
It's a fanny pack.
from 1984 that
Mhm.
somebody's decided you wear it over your shoulder and it sits on your, we call it a
Yes.
boob bag.
It's
Hey,
a boob
Forget
bag.
your boob bag.
I love my boob bag. Okay.
Yeah, you do. And I will still refer to it as a boob bag.
I will too. I'm not going
Matter of
there.
fact, where
Yeah.
were we? Where the three of us were somewhere and we kept yelling, Kitty, don't forget your boob bag. Stacey and I are the fun two to take along on some sort of
I
trip
know.
where you need to be discreet.
I
Yes.
just block you guys out.
Oh, do you?
We are aware. That's why we have to repeat it more than once.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Shoot, I was thinking of something that I saw. Oh. Can we get into influencers who have been doing this thing
Oh,
with their
what?
hands? What is
What
that
is
hand thing that they
this?
do? I don't know what it is. But I'm gonna say that those influencers who are telling us that we can't wear last year's boots this year because they're out of fashion, you're wrong. I can and I will wear them.
Mm-hmm.
And who's making these rules? And aren't they the same age group that's saying, I'm free to be me? I can do whatever I
Right.
want as long as
Yeah.
I look like everybody else?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I got really irritated at one of them that I saw. They're like, "Oh, you can't wear these jeans and that boot." And they were kind of getting a little snotty about if you're an older woman who's wearing this from last year.
Mm,
I'm like, come say that to my face. I
yeah.
think I look pretty put together.
Well, that would, So, and I never watched the show What Not to Wear.
Oh, I did like that show.
No.
But so would you say that was that show kind of like that?
You
So
know,
as yeah, go.
note
I never
that
watched
show, two parts of it. One, they really did teach people how to buy clothes that fit their body,
Yes.
which is to your point, Kitty. You know
Mhm.
what looks good on you and
Mhm.
what now fits your shape. I've learned what fits my shape.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of it. You got to learn that. So they did that really well. But then they did take some what I would consider real train wrecks. People who were not wearing flattering clothes. They were not wearing colors that were flattering to them. And then it got a little bit, it was for TV, that part of it
Yeah.
was really
They'd
sometimes
go
harsh.
through their closet and just throw out a whole
Yes.
bunch of stuff because
Yeah.
they didn't like it,
Yeah.
But you're right. They did a good job of, dressing them, buying clothes for them. So
For them.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of other things that are back, this will come as a shock to you guys. Do you know you could have your colors done where somebody could show you what color is appropriate for your skin and hair tone? I had one of my
Didn't we do that in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s?
Yep. I had one of my daughters ask me for a selfie and I sent it to her. And next thing I know, I have back some photographs of what I should be wearing, what I should not be wearing. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you ever so much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, who would have thought of that? There are some colors though that I put on and I'm like, no, this is not for me.
Yep.
I wish it was. I love that gold color, that kind of burnt gold.
Mm-hmm.
No can do.
Just doesn't do it.
No.
Hmm.
Also, my mom used to say I look dead in it.
No.
Oh.
Well.
Ouch.
No.
Shoot. Well, it's time to wrap up. But before we do, does anybody have a shot? We do 3 shots of something new. You have anything?
I thought I had something before it started. Now I didn't write it down, so I forgot it.
Okay, well, I have something.
Okay, what's yours?
I thought of it when we were talking, so it's fashion related. I have a tip to clean out your closet. So if you put all of your clean clothes that you just washed, right? So you wore them and then you washed them, put those in the middle. And I have, for instance, dressier clothes to the right and my work clothes and casual stuff to the left, right? So that goes in the middle. And then you're always picking things that you're going to wear from the sides and putting them in the middle. And then eventually you get the stuff that you never wear. They end up on the ends of your closet, right? And so that's how you know, unless it's something you really want to keep, for good occasions or special occasions or whatever, your stuff you never wear ends up on the outside. So that's what you pull out and donate or whatever you do with it.
So then it's easy to just take that section and off you go.
And
That's a good idea.
I need to do it.
Yeah. There you go.
I really do.
Or move
And I
into
need
a
to do
really
it.
small condo. That also will cut down on how many clothes you can have.
Yeah.
We don't have
Because
storage. Yeah.
There's no storage. And the idea of having to dig out a box from underneath a bed that I have to move 3 other boxes to get to, I don't need to wear those things anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I have a box under my bed that's supposedly the off-season clothes. And I just pulled it out the other day, and there's super cute winter stuff in there that I hadn't looked at for 2 years. So clearly the system's not working. But
That was the off
I
season.
guess. But again, it confirms that I have too much. And I know that I'm not alone on that. We all can probably say that.
Yeah.
I saw a meme the other day, and it said there are 3 stages of life: wanting things, accumulating things, getting rid of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is right.
So, well, I do have a shot. So, and somebody, I was having a conversation about this with a couple coworkers, and it was about exploring other cities. And when I say that, I'm not meaning get on an airplane and go to New York or go to LA or whatever. There are communities around us that have some really cool, interesting things going on. And maybe it's only, a cool restaurant or some cool little shops or a cool coffee shop, but find a little community around you and go and explore a new city. A suburb that's very close to us here is called Excelsior. If I could live anywhere, that's where I would live. And it's one of those places that you can go there and you can feel like you've just walked into Christmas Town. It was like during winter and the holiday. There are those little places all around. So that's my little shot for this week. Look at what's around you, or maybe what's like within an hour from you, and go explore a little town or suburb or city or whatever it might be. Get out of your neighborhood.
Very good idea.
Good idea.
Thanks.
I'm going to go with buy the one loud piece that you really want to wear.
Okay.
Just do it. You'll work it in and then wear it. Feel really great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe next one maybe I'll bust out one of my loud prints.
Yes, you should. The blouse that you were talking about, you should wear that on the next one, Amy.
Yes.
Okay. You know which blouse I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wearing my statement jewelry. I'm surprised we didn't talk about jewelry at all, because somebody somewhere saw a saying that said, I'm in my statement jewelry era, right?
Oh, yes.
Because that's one of those things that as we get older, usually our jewelry gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, I'm wearing the big old pink oil spill butterfly. I love some good big jewelry, and that's one of the big differences that I've seen amongst, people over 40s with, people in their 20s. They wear this super minimal, delicate little jewelry, and that's fine. I'm not, but it's just interesting the wide range of preferences.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes.
All right,
Fun though,
ladies.
you guys.
I know. Well, I think we're going to sign off. I liked this one. I hope you do too, listeners. So until
Drop
next
your
time,
suggestions of where we should stop.
please share, like, comment. Give us some comments on this episode and tell us what you like to wear.
Yes.
Your best fashion tips. Let's hear them.
All right.
See ya.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. Woo. Look. I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running. Get me to the top. I don't need an invitation. Knock, knock. I'm about to start a celebration. Let me in. Brought a good time plus some friends. Turn it up loud past 10. Turning up the crowd when I hit.